two because I kept on saying the wrong muscle before. Adductors. We're going to be treating the adductors. Sometimes we hurt our adductors. Our adductors is 5 different muscles, sometimes called groin muscles. You got 5 muscles there. You got a pectineus, you got adductor brevis, adductor longus, adductor magnus. Then you got the gracilis, and it's going to connect way down here to the shin bone tibia. Right? It's going to help flex and extend it a little bit. So this inner thigh muscles gets geeked up sometimes. And so what we're going to do is start with a foam roller. It's just a tube of sorts. Mine turns on and vibrates, which is cool, but yours might not do that, which is fine. Boy, now we're going to leave it off because it actually doesn't matter. So we want to go from the knee up towards the groin. From the knee up towards the groin. From the knee up towards the groin. And you're looking for the spots that feel hot, hard, ooh, and tender. Mine's pretty gunky also. So because these muscles go the whole way on the inside of the leg, any of this tissue work can help upstream and downstream, because sometimes stuff can get locked up far away from the muscle, and sometimes things can be locked up right where the uncomfortable part is, the pain, right? So we can try with a straight leg. That's going to change the relationship of something like the gracilis. You can also internally and externally rotate the leg, because those muscles aren't necessarily flat, they're a little bit round like all muscles. And so, sometimes it helps to rock a little forward, rock a little backwards, especially as I get up into this high adductor area. And because look, these adductor muscles are going to go right up like to the gooch area, right next to the testes. And so just kind of pay attention to your nuts, don't hurt yourself. And don't be afraid to get up in there. Make love to your roller. You can just kind of hang out here, find the good spots. Find the good spots, find the good spots. Yeah, you want to spend some time. You might spend 5 or 10 minutes just rolling that inside adductor area. The adductor is really, really close to the hamstring insertion, which is on your ischium, your ischial tuberosity, way over here, your sit bone, your butt bone. So sometimes if you tripped, you kind of have a general strain in that area, it's nice to get into this hamstring, this high hamstring insertion attachment. This is technically the origin. Don't worry about that. So again, that's where the hamstrings go, and you can form over a whole hamstring, and that also might move some stuff around, because sometimes we got sticky parts, and it's like having pasta noodles that are all stuck together. You want to massage them, you want to unglue them a little bit. And so you just kind of get in there and find the spots that hurt so good. You should feel hot, hard, and tender. And if you're not as flexible as me and you can't keep your legs straight in this position, you can put this foam roller on a chair or a box or a countertop or something, and you can do this whole thing with a slightly bent leg, and that would totally be okay too. Cool. So foam rolling, spend at least 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes getting up in that business. And then what I would do is I would do a cat and a cow with a kickstand legs. So see my legs out to the side, about 90 degrees perpendicular to the rest of my body. Do cats, angry cat, grazing cow, angry cat, grazing cow, cat, grazing cow. With the emphasis over here on this leg. You should feel something. If you don't feel something, you can go forward and backwards, because it's going to get that adductor in a nice, safe way, and also a little bit of that hamstring. So kind of a little bit of a twofer, which would be nice. So I'll spend some time doing this, maybe something like 30 repetitions of each exercise. And you can do it on both sides just to be even, because it's good to be even. You see how that leg stuck to the side, and you can do the cat, and the cat, and the cow. Awesome. Next one I would play with, and I would be very gentle. This is called the tactical frog. So you want to try to do a split with you're at 90 degrees, and you're at 90 degrees. So I'm not trying to be way over here. I want to be 90 degrees and 90 degrees. Tactical frog. You should feel like really cool ninja frog from the Navy SEALs. Nothing else. And so you're gonna hang out here and you can squeeze the floor a little bit, work those adductors, squeeze, 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 and then relax and try to go a little bit deeper. I'm pretty flexible, so if you don't go quite this deep, totally, totally normal. Use a lot of cushion under your knees because it's not very comfortable no matter what, and it's less comfortable when you're on the hardwood floor. So make sure some cushions under the knees. It's gonna allow you to relax a little bit better. And you can even take your foam roller, put it under your chest, and you could just really relax into this position. Or you could use a pillow, or you could just do something to make your life nice and cozy here because you want to spend a little bit of time here. So you either have contract, relax, which is squeeze, 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 10 seconds, relax. You can do that 3 times to 5 times. And then I would just spend another whole minute, at least up to 2 minutes, just hanging out here. And again, if it's too tender and it hurts too much because you just injured it, then take your time. No rush. You'll get there. Okay, and just one more for good luck. And we're gonna take a knee, half kneeling position, tall kneeling. And we're just gonna squeeze the butt, squeeze your abs. I'm gonna push our hips forward like this for repetitions. Let's do at least 10, 3 sets of 10 with a good, nice long hold, maybe 30 seconds. And see if you can feel a good stretch here. So something to notice is keeping everything nice and straight. There's a tendency to want to do something like this, and it doesn't get as good of a stretch as if you keep it straight. So just kind of look back and check you're nice and straight. That actually makes me feel my adductor a lot more because part of your adductors also flex the hip a little bit. So they're supposed to kind of adduct or close your legs like this, but they do more than that, especially like if you're doing a cross step. You have part of that adductor magnus doing like a forward and a backwards, kind of like that. So that's how that cross step, one of the reasons that cross step works so good. You know, playing soccer, cross step, and then you're out of there. If that makes any sense. I hope it does, and I hope this is helpful. Let me know and feel better. Bye.